Michigan, where dreams take flight. We're planting seeds of hope under starlit night. With hands in the soil, we're chasing the sun, building a legacy, a life just begun. Every brick's a story, every tree's a friend. Michigan Road, the 45th parallel, with dreams in our hearts and stories to tell. Through sweat and through laughter, we're building it right. A home for the ages, we'll shine through the night.
Well, hello everybody. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're tackling this roof. As you can see, I got all the tape put up. I got all the metal kind of taped in on the walls. I got the edges riveted. All I gotta do is caulk some corners and the edges of the fascia there, make sure it's watertight, and that's all ready for metal. Still got to figure out what I'm doing with the door, but we do that last. Is kind of what I'm planning. So today I think we need to get going on the roof. So see how I don't have much tape there yet, and then along the fascia. All right, so we got to tape this and this, and then we need to do something about our fascia here. So our metal comes up, so I want to tape over here, and I want to get this metal watertight, and then we're going to start installing some color. We're going to bring the green up, and we're going to start installing the green drip edge, and then we're going to tape that in. Because so far in the shed we've had zero water intrusion. We haven't had a ton of rain. I mean, we've had some rainy days. We did have like a good week almost. I lie. So we do have a good week of rain, and I've had zero water intrusion in here. But the true test will be in the winter, because we had a lot of snow. There'll be a lot of standing snow up top, a lot of ice, sleet, stuff like that, and it'll pile up and it'll sit there, and that's when you're going to get leaks. So I'm trying to keep everything as watertight as possible and putting as many layers of tape and metal, making sure everything's weather tight as I'm doing each layer, so that I have multiple layers of waterproofing to help hopefully stop any water from coming in. I should get some ice and water up here. I'm gonna have to pick up a little bit, and I'm gonna tape this in, put the metal on, and then we're gonna throw some ice and water over it and just have a final layer, so there's like a couple layers before water could get into the roof. So want to make sure we're weather tight for the winter. We have no issues, but it's exciting because we actually get to put some color on. So let's get this tape put on, and let's go grab that green metal from the trailer. All right, let's get going on this edge. Actually, you know what? We have to start on the fascia first. You gotta make sure everything layers properly. So if I had started on the side and put that on, and then put my fascia ice and water over the edge to seal that in, then the water would have a seam to hit and work its way underneath. So I need to do the bottom first, so when you lay the side on top, water will shed and there's not as many seams for water to work its way under. You always want to start from the bottom and work your way up when you're working on the roof. So never start on the sides or the top. Very gentle, don't cut in your underlayment, and it's not as waterproof. All right. Make sure your roof's cleaned off before you go sticking this on there. You want it to stick good. I swept this before I hopped up here. Made sure was good. All right, there we go. Hardest part is getting it to start. Okay. So I'm trying to leave like a 1/4 to 1/2 inch little lip to fold over because it's real sticky. It'll adhere over this, and then drip edge should cover past that. I don't want to go too far in this because then you'll see it. But I want enough to where it's going to stop water from wanting to work behind the fascia we put on. Working our way down. Let's cut our length. Work a little more of this on here, and we'll give you a shot and show you what I'm doing. Alright, so we got the bottom edge on there. That should, just a little bit of coverage. I don't want to go too far because then your drip edge, it might show past the drip edge. So a little bit of coverage. Any water intrusion hopefully won't go behind the fascia now. It'll be less of an area for maybe ice or water or moisture to go in there. So now we can lay our sides down, get those two done, and we're ready for drip edge. All right, so roof's all prepped. Let's go grab some metal from the trailer and let's bring down some green metal to start doing our final work on this, you know, like our final product, our color, our finish work. Around to that step, pretty exciting. So one last thing we got to do before we do the walls is make our starter strip. We still have to pick up that metal and we still have to bend that, but that should be pretty quick. But we can get the roof done, drip edge, panels on, watertight there, then we can focus on the walls. So let's get at the green metal. found. Got our green drip edge. Let's finish cutting open this wrapping here. There we go. All right, for some of you, that might be the first time you've seen what color we're going with. So it's our SolarShed. It's green energy. And we got a good deal on the color too, so. So that would be the color we're going with. Black trim, you might say black and green, weird combo, huh? Well, black's gonna be the trim color of our main house and all that, and the barn down on the build site when we get building on that. So we figured, why not at least make the trim match so they'll kind of jive when that building gets moved down to the clearing. And yeah, and the green, it's our green solar shed, so it's our green energy. I think it fits. Anyone asks, it's like it's a green shed, green solar, fits. Okay, so we got 3 pieces of that, so we're gonna have one for the bottom. Pretty sure I'm gonna be able to cut, hopefully, both pieces out of the sides. Gosh, I hope so. Because if not, we're short. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get it up there. I'm working with what I got, so I'm hoping I don't need to get a piece of drip, because then I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, that's gonna. Yeah. All right. Let's go see. Let's measure. Make sure it all fits. You guys, if you haven't checked out our last little video, we just dropped it. It's our Sainlogic weather station we've had on the property. This thing's been super duper cool, and I want to let you guys know, if you guys use the links in that video and go to checkout and use the code MLife, you'll get 30% off of your purchase of your own weather station. So this thing has been really, really cool, guys. I've enjoyed using it. It's been super useful on the property. The display tablet is super duper nice as well. I just wanted to say, if you haven't checked out that video, go back in our last video or 2 and find the Sainlogic weather station one. Check it out, follow that link, and get your own Sainlogic weather station on your own property, and always know what's going on with weather. You never have to second guess. You got an app, you have the Weather Seat app, so you always have it on your phone. And then you also if you get the version with the tablet, you'll have a display that syncs up to your weather station, and you got all sorts of cool stuff on there. So I'm really enjoying it. It's been pretty cool. We've had it for a little while now, and it's something we actually use. It's not one of those collaborations where we just do a video with it and we don't use it. We use that thing all the time. So you guys should really check it out. Go check out that video, and shout out to Sainlogic. Really enjoying that weather station, guys. Thanks so much. All right, let's measure our size and see how big of a piece I need. At least 6.5. How big are these? Even if they're 12s. Shoot, am I gonna be a piece short? Where are these? Come on. These are just over 10 footers. Shit. So we may need a piece at the top. Alright, well, let me think about this. Alright, either way, we're going to put on the bottoms and the sides, because I know we have 3 pieces. But let's get those installed, cut, installed, taped, ready to go. And then might have to bend something for up there. I don't know. We figure it out. But we can get going on the other stuff. This stuff's going on no matter what. This is the metal we're using. If I need to get one piece made and find that color back at the place where he ordered it, I guess that's what we have to do. But let's cross our bridge when we get there. All right. Got my tools. Now I gotta bend this corner, so it starts snipping. Wait a second. All right, let me think about this. So I'm thinking, if I use as much of this bend as I can up there, because it's longer, maybe use the scrap piece, and I might be able to scrap a side together and then use the full one up top. I might be able to do something like that, like full, and then this side I use the long bends and a scrap piece in the middle. I don't really ideally want to do that, but then I don't have to get any more metal, and I'll just put it on the far side where you can't see it. Yeah, I think that's my plan. So, all right. So I don't want to be wasteful on my corners here. I want to maximize. Yeah, so I at least want to bend this corner that much. So let's do that. Put it. I bend there. Make my cut up here, and then we bend our face. You want to lap properly. You want your side piece folding over your bottom, so when water laps down, it's going the correct way and it's not working its way under. It's all going to be taped, but you know. Bam. I like it. I'm going to trim this back a little bit. Yep, let's do that. Let's trim that back. Doesn't stick out. Really? Don't do that. Come on, my guy. Yeah, I should use the reds to begin with on that cut. Alright. Now it won't stick past. I want to tape this over this, it'll even be thicker, and then all those layers will be taped and layered, and hopefully no moisture in the shed. That's what we're shooting for. Alright, nice tight corner here. Should probably get my screw gun and just drop one screw here and here just to hold this corner, and then I'm going to go down there and make my marks, and we got a cutter fold. I want to get that cut before I start installing this. So one corner down, sort of. Move down the other end. Alright, pre-drill some holes. Let's re-drill through the metal that's already there. One, two. I think this green and black. This green and black is gonna look pretty sharp, guys. All right, let's move down to this edge. Now that this won't fall off, let's go down there and cut that corner. All right, and I've cut this corner. And we gotta cut our bottom lip off, because it's gonna fold on the side, and it won't line up with the other lip. We'll just cut it back a little bit so there's a tab to fold over. Gone. Now this should be a simple bend. Alright, one boxed in corner. Let's trim this back so it doesn't hang over our edge here. Go. Might angle this one a bit more just so it doesn't show on the next side and it's a nice clean cut. There we go. I like that. All right. This. Covered up by the other piece. You want to see it? Nice tight corner there. All right. Like that. Looks clean. All right. Now I should secure this corner. I'm pushing back on my middle, making sure it lines up good, so I'm good to secure this nice and square. Let's drill a hole. Go that way. All right. Bottom piece is on. Let's work on our side piece. Yeah, see, I'm hoping what I have left will will be enough for the side there. It's my plan. See how well that goes. Let's trim this angle here. Taper this to that 0 point. So, got all the drip edge on, got it all screwed down, got it all taped, rolled out, and let's see what she looks like. And if you look, just left a little bit of a reveal on the edge. So, and there's a look at the green and the black. I'll just put a rivet right here and hold this corner down. And I'll have to do that on like the two seams here where the pieces meet. I'll throw some rivets in there and just kind of tuck that seam in so it doesn't kick out. Because it always, whenever you lap some metal like that, it always has a tendency to kick out and not look flush in line with everything else. So I'll drop some rivets in there, and then, hey guys, we're all prepped. Ice some water. And then, hey guys, we're all prepped, ready for some metal. Next time you see a video, we'll be installing metal. So thanks for hanging out today. Appreciate you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, drop a subscribe. If you haven't liked the video yet, please like it. We appreciate that. It helps the algorithm on YouTube. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video when it drops. And always drop comments. We know you're watching, and Clarissa loves to read what you got to say. So thanks for tagging along today. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Have a good rest of your day. Bye, guys.